I'm going to start out with a quotation from B.F. Skinner today, and that is, "Education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten." What does that mean? I guess having a master's degree qualifies me to be an educated man. However, just don't ask me to do a math problem. Before we get into checking out our commercials or whatever we're doing in our class period today, I'd like to continue with our little field trip to Hacienda Post-Production and the interview that is progressing between myself and President and CEO of Hacienda Post, Tim Borquez.
With animation, everything starts with the original voice recording, so we're also involved with that. We have a voiceover studio that we do. All the talent comes, all the actors come in. They've written the script. Nothing's been drawn yet, really. I mean, sketches and storyboards may have been done, but for the most part, it just starts with a script. The talent records the script. Everybody rifles through these dialogue tracks and comes up with the radio play for that particular script, and then that's when the producers and the writers and the creators get into laying out, storyboarding the whole story and laying out the action of what they want to happen in the animation. So that's the process that happens 6 to 9 months before we even get it to start producing the sound. It takes about 6 to 9 months from the voice record to when they finally give us the product that is animated with the dialogue track that we have to build the sound design for.
Some of the students think that storyboarding isn't really necessary. How do studios actually use storyboards? And
storyboarding is necessary, for one, because when they're developing a project, it will go from a script format to a drawn format as such as we see here. And what they'll do is they'll draw a storyboard or take the script and make a story out of it and then build it together to make a final story, adding music and sound effects. So it is highly necessary, or in my opinion, it is what major studios do nowadays, is develop a storyboard and along with the script and record the voices of the talent, and then we can add the music and sound effects to enhance that and develop the series or story or movie or whatever they're trying to make more complete.
Over a show another editor worked on, and I'm just kind of tweaking it before.
And again, what show is this?
This is Robot Jones. It's a Cartoon Network show. It's actually the second season.
Step on it, get Watch out for that jump!
what it was. I guess that works. The rev. I think that's too early. Okay, we got that. Splat. Yeah,
You know,
okay. Yeah. I think we need something bigger. We got that. I don't know if we need this much. Too much glass. Eliminate some of the tail of it.
An editor in his editing suite will have online on his system 72 gigs of sound. It's on his own personal library. If he's working on a series that's basically been established and the same library's been established, he doesn't need to have the whole terabyte of sound at his disposal. He'll have a condensed library that's show pack, we call it, that's specifically targeted for that particular series that he's working on. He'll have that online. If something special comes up, he'll go to the library on the server and pull up sounds that he doesn't have in his local library. Foley, we pretty much, depending on the show, like when we did Ren and Stimpy several years ago now, but a lot of that sound design was done on the Foley stage. So a lot of the wet, gushy stuff, which is now in our library, but originally was created as Foley. And then we blended it with other library sounds that we had and created these new, what I call hybrid sounds, that now live in our library as part of the Hacienda library. But Foley plays an integral part, especially where Hacienda comes in, because we feel Foley is very important, so we utilize Foley a lot. And we usually utilize it in tandem with our library to create layered textures versus just having a Foley sound splat. We'd have a Foley sound splat that's got a particular character, and we'll pull something from our library that enhances that character and creates a whole new sort of texture. So we build texture. We use the Foley stage to build textures.
We'll continue in the upcoming days and weeks to check out Hacienda Post and see what kind of work they're doing in the real world in video production. But for now, let's get to the business at hand.